Hi, I'm Megan Kelly, and I'm an instructor at Target Training with locations in Greenwich and Westport, and this is the Daily Voice Triathlon Tip. So one thing that a lot of people worry about in transition, one, is how to get their wetsuit off as quickly as possible. So one of the things that you want to do is actually start taking your wetsuit off as you exit the water, and you want to do so by, as you're running, pulling on the cord, unzipping, and then pulling one arm off and then the other arm off. You can either take your cap and goggles off before this or right afterwards, and what I like to do is actually take it off before, put them in this hand, and then put them in the sleeve of my wetsuit, so then I don't have to worry about them anymore. As you're running up, usually to the beach or to transition where your bike is, you want to get your wetsuit down to your hips, and when you get to transition and you're next to your bike, you want to pull your wetsuit down below your knees and then step on it a couple of times to get your feet out. Sometimes you have to use your fingers, but you can do that pretty quickly. When you first get to a triathlon, you want to set up your transition area, and if you want to keep your shoes on your bike, one of the great things to do is to actually put rubber bands on the back, so it helps to put your shoes in a good position for when you hop on. One thing that you want to do is on the rubber bands, you just hook it through the back of your shoe and then hook it on here. And as you're spinning, when you first get on the bike, the rubber bands will just pop off. So you do that in transition before the race even starts. Then you rack your bike. And then after the swim, you've gotten your wetsuit off. What you want to do is, while the bike is still on the rack, you put your helmet on. You have to lock your helmet before you can unrack your bike. So you would unrack your bike, you're running through transition with your bike to the mountain line. When you get to the mountain line, what you can do is just hop over, put one foot on top of your shoe, start pedaling. At this point you're going forward, and then just keep pedaling. Okay, when you work up to a speed of about 15 miles an hour or slightly faster, what you can do is then spin through. As you're moving, slide one foot in, and then the next shoe in. And then you can velcro the straps. And off you go. So coming into transition 2, what you want to do is take off your shoes before you reach the dismount line. To do that, you simply just want to be pedaling at about 15 miles an hour, slightly or faster. And as you're moving along, unhook one shoe, take it off, and then keep pedaling a little while, unhook the next shoe, take it off. Okay, and you can actually pedal a mile or two if necessary with your feet right on top of the shoes. Usually I like to take them off within a half mile, quarter mile before the dismount line. So you're coming into the dismount line. What you want to do, put your hands on the hoods. You're going to pull one leg over. As you're still moving forward, you're going to start to slow down, feather the brakes, and then right before the dismount line, you pop off, and then you continue to run with the bike. So once you come into T2, you want to rack your bike, take off your helmet, place it in the vicinity of your bike, put on your shoes. I don't wear socks because they take too long to put on, but you may want to put some Body Glide in your shoe where you sometimes get blisters, just to stop that from happening. Then you want to grab your race belt with your number, visor, glasses if you wear them, and then start running. You don't want to put these on in transition. You can do that while you're running. So as you're running out of transition, you can put your hat on, and then as you're running, you can also put your belt on, and then you're off and ready to go. My favorite triathlon has to be Alcatraz out in San Francisco, California. My favorite place to train outside is Todd's Point in Old Greenwich, and my favorite places to train are Target Training in Westport and in Greenwich. My favorite thing to eat before competing in a triathlon is, I hate to say it, waffles with syrup and a large coffee.